So today we have a new electric car brand, and it's called IONIQ. And you're thinking right now, wait, that sounds very familiar. So of course IONIQ is the name of one of Hyundai's EVs. Before I carry on, Hyundai, I'm not sure how to pronounce it, and I think any option is okay, so don't attack me on the comments for that. So today Hyundai have announced that they're launching this IONIQ brand. It's going to be a whole new brand just for EVs. They're going to launch 3 new EVs over the next 4 years. The first one is going to be based on their 45 concept, which was shown off at the Frankfurt Motor Show back in 2019, I believe, and it was a very cool looking car. Actually, I wasn't keen on the little LEDs at the front saying 45, but that probably isn't going to end up in the actual final model, is it? But the design of it was pretty fantastic, I think. So the first one will come along in 2021, so next year, so we don't have too long to wait. Based on the 45 concept, bad news for many of you is that it's going to be another crossover SUV style car. So you're probably thinking, my God, really? Oh, not another one. But that's where the market is, so that's what they're doing. That's going to be called the IONIQ 5. And then in 2022, we're going to have the IONIQ 6, and that's going to be a sedan. And then IONIQ 7 comes in 2024, and that's going to be a big SUV. The idea being that SUVs will be in the odd numbers. So what's unclear at this stage is whether these cars will be sold at their dealers. It's not mentioned in the press release, so I imagine we'll find out later, but I have a feeling they won't be. Anyway, I'll get to that later. So the first question, I suppose, is why have they done this? Now, there are 2 reasons, maybe 3 reasons, in fact, and they're all related to other car manufacturers. The first I'm going to say is Polestar. Polestar is an offshoot brand of Volvo, and it was meant for high performance cars, but now it's just turned into EVs, so they just sell EVs. The first one, the Polestar 1, is a very cool looking, beautiful car, but that's a hybrid. The second one, the Polestar 2, has created a lot of buzz. You know, people saying, oh, it's a Model 3 killer. It's not a Model 3 killer, but a lot of people are probably going to be thinking, oh, do I buy a Polestar 2 or a Model 3? If you look at the fully charged video with Robert Llewellyn driving it, he doesn't hide the fact he absolutely loves it, and I can't wait to try it myself. So anyway, bit of a diversion that I know, but Polestar is a brand just for EVs. They don't mention Volvo at all in any of their literature. It's not Volvo Polestar, it is just Polestar. And there are a few reasons why Volvo, I think, did that, but again, I'll get onto that a little bit later because it all links in, all these things link in. So the second reason is Honda. Honda, as you know, have got the Honda E, a car that I adore. I've not driven it yet, okay, so I like the look of it, and I would love one, and yes, I still have a reservation. So the Honda E is very close to their concept car. It was released as a concept car, and the production model looks very similar. There are some people that say, oh, it's nowhere near as nice as the concept, but I think it's pretty close. There's a couple of details here and there that aren't the same, but the Honda E is effectively, it's driving around like a concept car, and you don't get that very often. When I'm thinking of existing cars that were concepts, you've got the Evoque, the Range Rover Evoque, and you've got the Audi TT, you've got the Honda E, and now I'm struggling to think of any others. I'm sure there are a few more, but anyway, it doesn't happen very often, and when it does, the cars are pretty cool. So the Honda E has created an awful lot of buzz, and Hyundai's 45 concept also generated quite a lot of buzz. It was a very cool looking car, brilliant concept. Now, the benefits of having an electric powertrain is it means concepts are quite easy to make. You don't have any of that massive engine in the front. You don't have any of the mechanics that go along with it. So if you want to make a production version of a concept car, sticking an electric powertrain in it is the best way of going about it. So they are, I think, wanting to do the same as Honda. They love the concept cars and they want to bring them to market. Best way of doing it is electric powertrain. That's, I think, why they're creating it. Well, that's the second reason. The third reason is Tesla. And I know I can't go through a video without mentioning Tesla, but Tesla have shown that once you get rid of the dealer network, things become arguably a lot better. The dealer network, I think, is one of the main reasons that Hyundai probably have done this new brand. As I say, they've not said anything about getting rid of the dealer network. In fact, in the literature, it says Hyundai Ioniq. It's confusing as hell because a Hyundai Ioniq is already a car, and now they've made a brand called Ioniq. I mean, it gets confusing, but that's one of the reasons I think they will go to a no dealer model for this. I think they'll sell exclusively online, but I think they'll maybe have a few pop-up shops here and there that show off the cars. That, I think, is one of the reasons they've done it, or probably the biggest reason. But as I said, they have to go easy on the dealers, aren't going to be too happy about that, of course. So it'll be interesting to see how they play it. And perhaps they'll sell these Ioniq cars in the dealerships, but I don't know. I get the feeling they're going to make a clean break. So Polestar, enormous buzz. Honda, enormous buzz. Tesla has continual buzz all the time. Hyundai want to get in on that action, I think. And Ioniq, it's a cool sounding name. I think it's a really good idea. When I first heard about this news, I was thinking, oh God, really? Why could they not have just made EV versions of all of their existing cars, like the Tucson and the Santa Fe, I think, and I'm running out, I can't remember the other Hyundai cars. But this generates enormous buzz. It means the designers have a fresh slate. They can do whatever they want. And here, of course, they're drawing upon their concept car, the 45. So, that this perhaps enables them to do that without being stuck on the design language, the old Hyundai design language. They can do whatever they want now. Other manufacturers have sub-brands as well. Seat have the Cupra. Renault has the DS. Neither of those, although they both have EVs, so Cupra has the L-Born, very cool looking hot hatch, that is. DS have that DS3 Crossback E-Tense, ridiculous name car. So the DS3 is just effectively as a higher priced premium kind of car with the same tech that other Renault Group cars have as well. Hyundai, I imagine, will do the same. It does enable you to sell the cars for a premium. They'll make more money if they get rid of the dealer network on these and sell exclusively online, so they'll make more money in that way. For Hyundai, it's a massive win. For us, it's a win because we're getting cool looking cars. Okay, let's remember also that Hyundai already have some of the most efficient powertrains around. Nothing really comes close apart from Tesla. Kia is part of Hyundai, so Hyundai, Kia. So those fantastic powertrains with a whole new brand and all the cool buzz that comes with that, with these fantastic designs, I think it'll do really well. And that's why I'm quite excited about this. So what do they do with the existing Hyundai Ioniq? They haven't mentioned this in the press release, of course. I have a feeling they'll give it a facelift and they'll call it something else. And I think that'll all happen at around the same time. Otherwise, people will go into Hyundai dealers and they'll say, I want to see the Ioniq. And they'll say, which Ioniq? And it starts to get a bit confusing. They haven't mentioned that they're going to take the Ioniq and put it under this new Ioniq brand. They'll keep it Hyundai because it looks like a Hyundai, and they'll keep the Kona, I think, as well. And I imagine they will start electrifying most of their lineup. But for now, this gives them an opportunity to, I think, get rid of the dealer network. I might be completely wrong on this, and we'll see. But just to give you an example, so a friend of mine wants a Peugeot 2008. They went in the Peugeot dealer, and they were not at all enthusiastic about selling the electric one. Of course, they didn't downplay it too much. I mean, they didn't say, "Oh, that's crap" or anything. But she said, "Oh, could I see the electric one?" And they said, "No, that's the boss's car. It's a bit dirty at the moment." No, and they pushed her and tried to get the ICE version, which she would have done had she not come around here and had a long conversation with Flaviana and me about why she should get the electric one. So I think she'll probably get the electric one, so that's quite cool. But the point is, even though the dealer knew all the information about the electric one, they knew the range and had the charging speed, all that kind of stuff, they were not enthusiastic about selling it. And it all comes down, I think, to servicing costs. That's the thing. Dealers get, they're used to the nice fat chunk of money they get every year, and they're used to all the things going wrong on ICE cars. And that doesn't happen with electric cars. Of course stuff goes wrong. I'm not going to say it doesn't, but it doesn't go wrong as much. There's far simpler cars. and they don't charge as much for servicing. So of course there's quite a lot of money in the servicing that they'll lose. And also, I don't want to say this is bad against the dealers, because it's the situation that they're in. They must pay extortionate rent for the places that they're in, and frankly, they want to get some money. They need to pay for the dealership. Now, I've been a bit down on the dealer network. You could also argue that people prefer the dealers because it means you have a place to go back to if there's something wrong. People like dealing with someone face to face, and dealers are like estate agents, I think. You probably dislike them as much as you want to have them around, because you want someone to complain to, and you want some people just like dealing with people. I'm one of the people that would prefer the Tesla approach and just buy a car online and not have to deal with anyone particularly, but perhaps that's just me. But I imagine as young people get to the point where they want to buy cars, they're probably more used to the Amazon way of buying things, and dealing with dealers perhaps is a bit old-fashioned. So anyway, that's the situation we're in now. I've spent half of this video talking about dealers, and this might not actually happen. They might sell the Ioniq at the dealers, who knows, but it's an interesting thing to think about, and I wonder whether they've even thought about it themselves yet. Perhaps they'll sell the first Ioniq at the dealers, and then future ones they won't. I don't know. Anyway, it'd be interesting to know what you think, so let me know in the comments. So that's it really. It was just a quick video. Well, I thought it was a quick video, but it probably isn't now. This was just a quick video because I'm fascinated by this, and I think other car manufacturers will do the same. I'm sure of it. I would be amazed if Kia don't do the same. They've got their Imagine concept car, which is being turned into a proper, again, SUV next year, and I wonder whether that will be a sub-brand. So let's wait and see. All right, thanks so much for watching. If you like this video and want to see more, then please press the subscribe button and press the bell icon as well, because then you get notified of other videos I do. And thanks for all the comments. Please let me know your thoughts, and I'll see you very soon in the next video. So thanks so much. Bye for now.